Hello! So this video is long overdue. I was literally supposed to put it out half a year ago. But you know, life happens, procrastination happens, laziness happens. So here I am, 6 months later. But I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of our van build. Well, my van build, but my stepdad helped me a ton, so I'm super thankful for him. But basically we started in June and we ended in July, so it took us about a month to get everything. I have pictures that I'll show, but we met the guy. I thought the van was going to be like I think maybe even $4,700. But when I got there, he said he was willing to give it to me for $3,200. And my stepdad, he's a mechanic, so he checked it out. And he said it was good to go. And so I was super excited. I bought it a couple days later, and huzzah! We put in the floors. I took out the old carpet. I was worried for a moment that there was mold because there were some parts of the carpet that were wet. It turns out that just the air conditioning the wires had to be recirculated outside, and then after that everything was fine. So we were actually able to keep the old flooring that was underneath the pieces of wood that was underneath the carpet, because there was no harm done to it, which saved us a lot of time and a lot of money because it's kind of difficult to make sure those pieces fit up properly. So that saved us a lot of time. So there were some holes in the floor from where we had taken out the passenger seats. And so what I was just doing, I had some putty and I was filling in those holes. I spent a lot of time scraping up the old carpet remnants to try and make the new flooring as smooth as possible. So this is what I was doing for a good bit of time. And please forgive my outfit. It was hot and I no longer cared about what I was wearing. Okay. And then I just bought some vinyl waterproof flooring from Lowe's. And I really love it. There's some spots that are not perfect, but I really like it. It just really elevates the whole look, as you guys will see. Insane, Mom.
That's a 16.
Isn't my mom a cutie? So we ended up having to take out some of the wood because it was too damaged, and I ended up just finding a nice rug and replacing it with that. Hello. Okay, so today I'm finally going to do a project that hopefully I can do completely on my own. I have the Reflectix here, and this huge thing costs like $25, which to me is expensive, but that's just because I'm really cheap. And so I'm going to take this Reflectix and I'm going to kind of measure out it in the window. And then yesterday at Goodwill I found a great deal on this fabric. So I got some white fabric, I got some black fabric and some gray fabric. I'm going to have the black facing outwards and the gray facing in. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. So then my aunt decided to come over, and me and her got to hot glue the fabric onto the Reflectix. And we tried to sew it, but we ended up just hot gluing it. It was just a much faster process doing it that way. And I can't really sew anyway, so. So as you can see in this next video, the elastic is definitely old. Like, it could hardly hold anything anymore without it falling out. So what I just did, I ended up taking out the wood part that covered it, which ended up being unnecessary, and then I just replaced it with some new elastic, and I also cleaned it because it was pretty gross. So with me spending $3,200 on the van, I really wanted to keep everything under $5,000. So I'll go into another video later where I talk about how much everything was. But basically the bed that we made, my stepdad, he found the wood on the side of the road. Like, it was an old I think it was an old twin size bed. And so we just bought some additional 2x4s, and I'm probably gonna say the wrong word, so don't bully me. It was a pallet of wood, and we bought that, and I think the total wood for that cost like maybe $15, maybe $12. And after we painted, we put the frame in the bed, and oh my gosh, that really felt real once we actually were able to put the bed in there. Some bolts in there from when the bench was originally in there, and so we had to go through and take it out, and that actually was pretty difficult because those bolts had been in there for years. Like, it's a 1995. It took a little bit, but we finally got it out. And so we had the bed. The next thing that we worked on was the cabinet, aka my kitchen, and that was a lot of fun because the wood that we used was really light. I'll have to figure out what the exact word was. I'll put it little words on the top. But my favorite part is the marble. We went to like a store where they sell like used pieces of cabinetry, and so if you follow my Instagram, which is For The Expedition, by the way, you will know that this is one of my favorite parts. We took an old TV dinner table and we made made an outdoor table, and I really love it. So convenient. I bought a marble countertop. Oh my gosh, and I love it so much. It makes me feel like this is actually a kitchen instead of living in a van. So my mom had this great idea to take an old window shutter and use it for the bottom of my bed so that it covered the underbed storage. And it looks super cute. I am going to change it in the future to a curtain. Then me and my mom, we started working on the curtains. So we're gonna have curtains between the driver's area and the living area.
A comforter, and it was
Yellow is my favorite color, and sunflowers are my favorite flower. And so the material I got was black and white, so I just wanted to add a little pop of yellow. So I used a fabric marker and colored some in. I already had an old sink lying around, and so we took the sink that was just lying around the house. We cleaned it out because it had a lot of rust. And at first it was leaking, which was really discouraging. We thought we would have to buy a whole new sink, but we were able to just buy some little parts and fix up the leak, and now I have a working sink. Well, right now.
Yeah, they found that flathead screwdriver there.
Will we find it?
No, so I can use this. I guess I can get it up there. Hold that thing.
After we got the sink working, it was just a matter of putting some finishing touches on everything. And that is my van build video. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch. Please look out for my van tour video and other adventure videos that I will put out, and I promise it will not take 6 months this time. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.